Welcome back to Oblivious Maximus. I'm one of your hosts, Ben Searle, and join me as always is
Aaron Osborne, the other host, in a creaky chair with the mic sound I should have fixed before we started recording. But
don't worry about it. Do it on the fly.
yeah, that's how we do it here.
And today we are joined by Dermott and Nathan from Horsepower. How you going today, fellas?
Good, man. Good. How are you?
Doing well? Sick.
Yeah, the best.
Thanks for joining us today. How did you find the place? Was the journey here good?
It was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was a beautiful ride. I feel like I shouldn't be here. It's a bit fancy.
It is nice in here. It is nice, but you got to assert yourself.
Got to have faith in myself.
Maybe I do deserve to be here.
Yeah, mate, that's all it is, get rid of that imposter syndrome. This is really a different style of podcast. It's really become motivational very quickly.
We're solving the world's problems. Yeah,
we're on
each other's problems.
Our Joe Rogan shit right now. So for those who don't know, do you want to tell us a little bit about the band? How long you been around? Where are you guys? Are you guys from Melbourne?
I'm from Rye, Nathan's from Rosebud, so we're Peninsula boys.
Bringing back the Peninsula hardcore.
Yeah, exactly right.
Someone's been waiting for it.
Yeah. I don't know who, but so we moved up maybe I just finished high school and moved up essentially. But the band started in COVID.
Yeah, tail end of COVID.
Yeah.
And basically just jamming in our shed and stuff, just wanted to start something.
Yeah.
I wanted to be in a hardcore band and sing for a heavier band because I've never done it before. It's not like I could do it, but I tried it anyway.
That's never stopped anyone.
No,
exactly right. Exactly
point,
right.
isn't it?
So yeah, that's just kind of how it started. We're just having fun. Nate's band was wrapping up. Mine was wrapping up too. Same with Dino. He lives with us as well. So yeah, we started getting going that way.
How old are you guys, by the way?
I just turned 27.
Yeah,
27. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
And played in a few bands before?
Yeah. I guess you could say that. Nah, I did, yeah. Just sung and played guitar in a couple of soft rock bands. I played one in high school when I was a kid.
Yeah, right.
And then one slightly out of high school and stuff. But yeah.
This was the
nothing
first
crazy.
thing getting heavier.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So how was it attempting that first vocal time?
It was, oh God, it was not good. You do it and then you just you can't sing or speak for however long. And there's a period where I lost my voice for a good month.
Yeah, really?
Yeah,
That bad?
I just got hella sick and I was just still doing it. And yeah, it wasn't good at all. And I was working at Man of the Van. I was trying to speak to clients and stuff and just hey, I'm here to move.
So battler.
Oh, it's fucked up. It's fucked up. And I was
Man, this guy's really hitting the gas in his break.
exactly. In the house just smoking darts. I don't know what. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, you just learn on the way.
Yeah.
I got singing lessons in the end, so I'm still learning. Getting better.
So this was a topic of discussion with Tanea the other day about getting singing lessons.
Yeah.
How did you go about doing it? Was it a person's house you went to? Was it online?
No, it was Beck from Terminal Sleep. I messaged her because she's unbelievable.
Crazy.
She's unbelievable. And I asked her, do you get lessons? If you do, where? And there's this guy, Vox Academy on Sydney Road? Yeah, him.
Okay.
Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
You go in there, you talk to
Serious
Pete.
bloke. Serious bloke. Yeah.
Really?
And what was he?
Guy.
Did you go in and go, I want to sing, or did you go in and go, I'm yelling in a hardcore?
Yeah, I'm yelling.
Okay.
He wanted to hear it and stuff.
Yeah.
Basically, he tried to get me to do it on the spot, and I froze. I was screaming in front of this guy, and he's kind of scares me a little bit.
Pete's gonna think I'm shit.
And he did. And he did. But I know the lessons that I got, they were valuable, so I appreciate it.
And what was he teaching you?
Heaps of scales, heaps of breath work and stuff. And just how to use false chords and things like that. So
Okay.
got into the technical bits of it. He's a metalcore singing coach, and you walk into the small room and he's got hella Unify bands on his walls and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So he knows the scene or what he's trying to achieve.
He's a corpsman.
He's a corpsman, yeah.
And he's like, oh, when you're touring and doing like hour-long sets, and I'm like, man, I'm not doing hour-long sets. Are you kidding me?
Brother, I'd
Like
rather
crack double digits.
I'd rather die. If I'm honest.
Honestly, I reckon I probably would. So.
And what was it about going heavier from your other bands? Like playing guitar, was that a bit of a change for you, or you always kind of playing that stuff in the background and kind of wanted to give it a go?
Yeah, I was always like a metal guy growing up. I listened to like literally exclusives of Metallica for like probably 5 to 7 years. From like 12 onwards, it was literally nothing but that, and I just played that pretty much. But I suppose none of our mates were really into the same stuff down there, so it was like ended up in like a blues rock band type thing for a while, but it was like I always just played metal.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So
Yeah, I mean, I was a bit. So I guess when I was playing in bands, the scene that I was in was more like punk emo stuff, and it would like lent to '90s emo stuff. But I always wanted to kind of give the heavier stuff a go. Still yet to live that dream. But
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, still time, mate.
yeah,
I've been playing metal since I was like, could play an instrument, so I don't have any of that experience. I would love to play in like a normal band, but
You can do it.
I mean, I could.
You could do it.
But
You want to do it.
I have no way to, I suppose. I did try, like, I suppose like the closest I ever got was writing like just very legitimate stoner rock songs, and I was like, remove the heavy part of it altogether and just play like rock shit. But then as soon as we start recording, I'd be like, I'm adding 2 more guitar tracks. It sounds so weak. I can't put up with this. So, I mean, I guess, when was the first show for the band, if starting during COVID then?
It was, I can't remember.
it was at
like,
the Tannery.
At the Tannery. That was probably like our first like actual show. We played like a house show for a friend. And that was a bit of fun.
The house had surprisingly like the best sound you'll ever hear.
Oh,
Yeah.
love that.
It's incredible.
all that carpet.
But we played those Contraband show at the Tannery. That was hella fun. It was really good. Super like DIY setup. It was cool.
Yeah, sick.
Yeah.
And then from there, did you start to find your feet within? Because I mean, the other thing that's hard too, if you're coming from, one out of town, but then 2 from different scenes.
Yeah. We didn't know anyone.
I mean, that was going to be my question. Like, how did you find getting into making friends and getting that sort of stuff rolling?
Yeah, so I've got a friend, Octo, who does tattooing and stuff, and he was a hardcore guy, and he's mates with Garland.
Oh yeah, cool.
And I can't remember how I got onto Garland, but like we chat on Insta and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like early days, like even before Horsepower started.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I really like hardcore and like I want to find friends and meet people and stuff. This was still during COVID, so shows weren't happening or anything like that.
Yeah.
So he was like the first person to buy like a Horsepower shirt, and he put us on
sick.
Like one of our first shows with Chain and the others.
Bendy
stuff.
upstairs.
Yeah, Bendy upstairs.
Oh, I was there. Were you there?
Yeah.
No, I think the first time I saw you guys was a show downstairs at the Bendigo.
Yeah, true.
Maybe it was the Mindstare show that
yeah.
I'd seen you guys for the first time.
Yeah. So yeah, he kind of hooked us up a fair bit, and so did the Lair twins as well. They put us on a show, and you meet those guys, you meet their friends, and
It's pretty easy once you get going.
definitely, definitely.
It's sort of just that initial
Yeah,
period that
100%.
feels
the
very
first
awkward.
little thing to get over.
100%. I was going to shows like where I didn't know anyone. I just fucking stand there, and I'd be like, when the band's playing, this is sick. When the band stops, I'm just standing there like,
Nothing more awkward.
Yeah.
nah, it's fucking awful.
Hey, that's another reason why I drink alcohol.
Well, I remember last year going to this show in Paris, and like that band Raw Brigade were playing, and Beats on Army. I still don't know how to fucking say that band's name. But they were playing, and then standing around, but also some guy spoke to me in French, and I was like,
I don't know, man.
Can't help you, mate. Sorry.
it's got to be gestures from here on out, man.
Yeah, I mean, liquid courage. That's how I get through most of those awkward interactions.
You don't need to do that, Aaron.
It's Edge Day.
I'm not. Oh, yeah, happy Edge Day, everybody. I'm not advocating.
Is it actually Edge Day
Yeah,
today?
it is.
It is, yeah.
Fucking hell yeah.
And in that,
Insane.
All right.
And it seems like in a short period of time, like the band's got, seeing you the other week out, Kingpin, like sound fucking tight as hell.
Ah, thank you.
Does it feel like pretty wild? Like it seems like a short amount of time to get like the band's like cranking at the moment.
I mean, there was a long period where we were kind of just like, we wrote the demo, then we didn't like write anything for like a year because we couldn't like figure out how to write a
literally
horsepower song. We're just like, I don't actually.
trapped in the horsepower demo.
It's like I don't understand what we are.
So many conflicting ideas.
Oh, it was messed up. But we've definitely we ramped it up, and we're just like, oh, it's time to actually like do something, pull our finger out, and make stuff happen. So we've just been practicing like every single weekend for ages. And we didn't have like our original bassist Geordie. He's like playing this massive band who's always away on tour and everything. So I was playing bass and stuff, and we wrote all the songs and everything. And then we got Christian to come in, who's playing bass now.
Yeah.
But since he's been in here, we've been able to like play other songs as a band. I've been able to practice singing them and stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, we've just been trying really hard to like actually make something happen. So
What do you think changed? Like what clicked that helped you get through to the new EP?
I'm not too sure. I think we were just tired of just like sitting around and just like not being able to get anything. Yeah. Really wallowing. And we honestly took us ages to write like a couple songs, but once that happened, the ball started rolling.
Yeah.
We understood like what makes like a horsepower song, and we like weren't too afraid to like lean into it or anything like that.
What sort of stuff were you listening to get you to that? Like what was the influence for what found horsepower for you guys?
At the start, it was very like, we like Warthog, we like Gulch.
Yep.
We can't play those things whatsoever. Let's just fucking have a shot and see what happens.
That's like every band I've ever been.
But later on, like, I guess in terms of riffs, like we've got our box and we kind of stick to it.
Yeah.
But structure-wise, like I was listening to heaps of like Cold as Life and stuff, and I love Declaration of Independence. I was smashing that. I love those tracks, and especially like Hatebreed as well. Like all the like big breakdown choruses and stuff is something that we've tried to implement a fair bit in this our new release and stuff. So it's more so kind of like song structures, and we kind of wanted to like lean into things that'll be more catchy and poppy and stuff like that, but still be like harder than we've ever been before. But that was kind of our inspiration.
It was kind of a good angle to come at it, like playing different style of music and then bringing that to hardcore. It's a good way to go about it. It's like, you can have hooks, you can have, parts that people really get into. Like,
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong with that. And that's like,
a lot of the big bands and like favorite bands people have, they do.
It's like Trapped Under Us got to be the classic for that. Like big hooks, all that sort of stuff.
They were another one that I was actually listening to heaps. Big Kiss Goodnight was a massive one. For all that.
I mean, I think the other thing too is like, I think bands that end up being far more memorable or carry on a lot more are bands that like that have hooks or have choruses or have things that are more associated with like normal music, but when applied to this, everyone came to this music from pop music. Like no one came to this, no one out the womb is listening to
Morbid Angel.
Well, exactly. As much as I wish I was. I mean, like you got to work through all that other stuff first. And so like half the time, I mean, even like in playing in more like metal bands and stuff, like for me, it was always about like, we have to have a chorus. We have to have like a hook bit.
Definitely.
We got to have a riff that's, really catchy. Like we can't just depend on, we can't be changing the riff every 2 seconds. We can't be making it hard for people to latch onto us.
Yeah, for sure. And that's just like what we like listening to as well.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like the music we like isn't generally super choppy.
Yeah, sure.
Like with parts, it's quite
flowy.
Yeah, flowy and reasonably simple.
Yeah, sure.
When it comes down to it.
Yeah.
And so the new record, it comes out. Well, I think we'll probably put this up like the day it comes out. So
sick.
Listen to this today and stop every time you hear these two say anything and go listen to the EP. But so obviously you got one track up at the minute.
Yeah.
How do you feel? Do you feel that's like a good representation of all the songs, or do you think it's kind of mixed?
I think the whole thing is pretty mixed. I mean, it's got like one song that I would say it's kind of similar to.
Yeah.
It definitely leans on like I guess in the heavier sense, on the heavier side. But I feel like the whole EP, it kind of ebbs and flows a bit in terms of like style, but within like very controlled and what like we kind of wanted it to be.
Yeah, sick.
And what we think we sound like. So
yeah, dope. And you got some shows coming up for it as well.
Yeah.
When are they?
It all starts in Adelaide, so the 27th on
sick.
the Monday. So we'll be going up soon, driving up.
Yep.
And then heading off to Sydney the weekend after, playing with No Apologies, which would be
yeah, dope.
yeah, Splinter. We're going Mind Race, and Mind Race will be on all the shows.
Yep.
So playing Splinter, Real Deal,
Yep.
and Mind Race. Yeah, I think that's the Sydney show. And then we'll be off to Brisbane Vegas.
Lovely. One of the great places to play.
It's a beautiful, beautiful place.
God's country.
Yeah.
It really is, yeah. And Sunny Coast. We haven't announced that one yet, but I guess it was coming up.
We love an exclusive.
We love an exclusive. All we need is exclusives on the pod.
Yeah. So we're doing Sunny as well. And we've got come back from Melbourne. We've got another one in Melbourne that probably shouldn't say anything about it.
That's okay. Where's the Sunny Coast one at?
It's going to be at Early Birds Cafe.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so our mates in Wetwork, they played a show there, and Dill's been helping us out booking that one with some hookups he's got there.
Yeah, sweet.
So yeah, it's essentially literally just a cafe, and they
Awesome.
empty out concrete floor, and it's got this like cool mezzanine thing.
Awesome.
If you like look up the live videos, it's fucking sick.
Yeah, that's killer.
Get someone jumping off that thing.
Yeah.
Breaking a few bones, claiming the insurance.
It was kind of cool to see. Sorry, what's your bass player's name again? Christian?
Christian, yeah.
And the Kingpin was his first show. with
Yeah,
you
that's
guys.
right. Yeah.
And it was great to see him play a set and then back in the pit for every other band afterwards.
Exactly.
Like,
He's an animal,
that's
that
the
guy.
kind of classic
Yeah.
sort of stuff that is great to see.
Oh, absolutely. He's got so much energy, that dude.
Wild.
He's unbelievable.
You gotta just be stage to pit, you know. Assert your dominance on the show.
The recurring theme.
So I mean, I guess the other question for you guys right now is like starting a band during COVID, obviously very weird.
Oh, yeah.
A big thing that we've been talking about quite a lot on here is that the scene itself is sort of like kind of skyrocketed post-COVID, I suppose.
Yeah.
Have you guys has it felt for you like there's been any sign of slowing down, or has it felt really positive as it's carried the whole way along?
I feel like it's been pretty steady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty steady.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight drop off of new bands a little bit.
Yeah. When we started, there was a fair bunch. Like we were part of like maybe 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Because there was like Panic State, Forgive, Instance, Heat was brand new.
Yeah, it was a lot of stuff from people sitting around during that time.
Yeah, exactly. But I feel like there's obviously the bands that have stuck along, but there's new bands popping up all the time.
Yeah.
And especially recently, there's been a bunch, which is sick.
Yeah.
It seems like it comes in waves a little bit.
For sure.
Definitely.
Another batch or another bunch of kids will kind of get off their ass and make some stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess like you're saying, there is a bit of a barrier to kind of get going. And then I guess once people are confident, they're like, just put something out, get going, people will get behind it kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, so we threw to the internet our speak pipe,
Oh, no.
God damn internet.
and people put some pipe for the boys.
Oh, no.
Laid.
Scared of
Let's
the
check them
pipe.
out. This one is from Tristan.
Oh, God.
Yes, it is.
Yo, my question is for Dermott. So, as a dripped out white guy, you possess a lot of swag, and I'm curious about where it originated. Were you born with it? Was it bestowed upon you? Or was it meticulously crafted on your own accord?
I'm going to answer on his behalf, all of the above.
That is a great question. I'm keen to hear the answer.
It's one of those ones just like you can't really say it for yourself, can you?
I would say you have a distinct style,
Thank you.
and
Well, and I'd say the whole the aesthetics of the band, or at least on the album and stuff like that, or on the EP cover, is it is feels very modern, I suppose. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to say Gen Z, and that's going to make me sound a million years old.
We are considerably older than these guys. We're allowed to do that.
Oh, we don't have to talk about that.
People can see my fucking grey hair in this thing, and Aaron's wearing a hat.
Yeah, there's a reason for this.
I mean, like, in terms of all the stuff for the band and shit, that's like, I'd do that as well. So, like, I don't know, maybe there's a bit of crossover or whatever.
And what would you say, like, influenced you art-wise?
That's a great question. I like how the early metalcore stuff looks. Like, I'm a big fan of, like, those...
Yeah.
The covers and shit, they're fucking sick.
The liquid text is like, I love that.
Awesome. Yeah,
that's like
sick.
Photoshop 2003
Oh,
shit.
beautiful thing. It screams that I just learned how to do it.
The first band I ever played in that did like an actual record. We got a guy that we knew to do a logo for us, and it was just like fully the 3D liquid,
Sick.
real spiky. And I just remember like being like 14 and seeing it and being like, nothing cooler. Like nothing's ever going to be. And then now I look at it and I'm like,
We're bringing it back down. This is
but yours actually looks good. Mine was like, oh, fuck, this sucks.
You would not believe how long it took me to do that.
The amount of like reiterations he did on it is
If you look at
mind-boggling.
every single poster that we've done, it is different in every single one of them.
He'd come up, he's like, yeah, I got a new version of it. It's like, oh yeah, it looks fucking pretty similar to the last one. He's really excited about this one.
I'm tinkering. I'm in the lab figuring this shit out.
He's cooking. He's cooking it
Got
up.
some serious iPad time under my belt.
All right. Who's next in the pipe?
this one is from Pete Croft.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Hey, it's Peter Croft. Got a question for everyone on the pod. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Peter Steele, James Hetfield, and Matt Tuck.
Oh, wow.
Cheers, guys. Love the pod.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Pete.
So
Cole.
Well, there's only one we've seen the hog of.
yeah. Well, how are we going to do this? Go around the room?
Do you want to kick it off?
You guys can go first.
Fuck, that's actually really hard.
What year Matt Tuck?
Very important.
I mean,
2006.
surely straightened hair.
2005.
With the blonde streak.
Yeah.
Hand of Blood, the Poison era.
Probably. I reckon I'd kill Pete Steele because he's terrifying. He's like 6'8".
He is
Man's
huge.
huge.
And his teeth are fucked up.
He's literally like some undead vampire.
Yes.
He's a serious beast.
Yeah, it's just terrifying.
So you're killing Pete.
Killing Pete. I'd probably have to marry Hetfield. He's been my lifetime love.
Yeah.
And that motherfucker's rich. too.
Guy's got some coin coming in. And Matt Tuck's beautiful.
They just gave Rob Trujillo $1 million to be in the band.
like 20 years ago.
yeah, exactly. So he's got to have made so much more since
Oh,
then.
it's crazy. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely fucking circa 2005 Matt Tuck.
Okay.
100%. Peter Steele. Yeah, don't know if you want to marry him.
Yeah. Well, he's
Probably
dead.
he'd just cheat on you too.
Well, yeah, probably. But yeah, marrying Hetfield for his money would be kind of fun.
yeah.
Yeah, get to fly in the private jet. That'd be kind of sick.
I think I'll swap it around. I'll kill Matt Tuck because I don't give a fuck about bulletproof.
Love it.
But
It's a
I
crime
mean, he can play
shame.
guitar.
Oh, yes, he can.
But I mean, I'm definitely marrying Hetfield because same thing, set for life. Let me see the Metallica HQ, brother. Get me in there.
There's like 800 guitars there.
Yeah, I got to
Like
play all that.
literally 800.
And if I was his betrothed, I'm sure I'd be allowed to. And then, I mean, Pete, love the shit out of him. Hopefully he's gentle with me. That's
He cannot promise anything.
Ben, feedback.
Come on. Come on.
Yeah, I'm going to marry Matt Tuck. No. No, I think I have to concur with the boys here. I mean, you got to marry Hetfield.
Yeah.
Absolutely. If you're not marrying Hetfield,
What are you doing?
It's just hubby material.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I think he famously has cheated on his wife quite a lot, but that doesn't worry me because as long as I get in that GAT room, can I use the studio? Hey, babe. All right.
Got that Mark V?
Yeah. Let me borrow that.
Real quick.
This next one we got is from Lockie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, g'day lads. Couple of questions for the boys. Number one, what is the best looking Australian car ever made and why is it the fucking VZ Senator? And number two, who has the best merch game in hardcore and who is there any grail pieces you have about merch and shit? Yeah. Cheers.
Ooh.
Car feedback first.
Yeah, I saw a pretty good GTS the other day. I think it's like a... I'm not good with the Holden numbers here. I want to say EH, but that's like the 50s.
Old boy.
Yeah, that was pretty sick. That 70s period of Holden, just that classic muscle car is fucking sick as hell.
Stunning.
That's the only thing that would I was like a car guy as a kid and they've kind of grown out of that. Now I'm literally not a car guy because it got stolen.
Couldn't be further away from being a car guy.
I'm a bus guy now.
Just a guy.
But from the bus, I did see a sick GTS.
Out the window.
And I was like, that thing looks schmick. I would absolutely go to a car show again or something like that.
Oh, some of that.
Yeah, some of that.
Dude.
I went to I think RIP Easter Nats.
Really?
At Sandown one year when me and my mate were like maybe 10 and my dad just dropped us off. Thinking back on it now, I was like, he absolutely should not have done that.
That's a wild parenting.
yeah. But bit of fun. There's something in me I can't. Burnouts are still sick as hell. There's no-
What is it? It doesn't make any sense, but you see one, you're like, fuck.
yeah,
That's good.
That rocks.
I have a big soft spot for a VF Maloo.
Okay.
They're just so arrogantly scum
yeah.
and so expensive.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like, it's a ute and
Yeah.
it's completely pointless
Yeah.
because it's like 120 grand.
Why should this cannot work.
Nah,
this guy's doing no work.
No. I was looking at one on car sales the other day actually, and it said it was literally like 85 grand, and the guy said like, yeah, the tub's been used twice for suitcases.
It's all for show.
The cash. Suitcases.
Well, back to the
Crazy
first
stuff.
question about swag. I mean, the ultimate.
Yeah, literally.
The Maloo is the swag mobile.
Oh, honestly.
What do you got?
Series 1 XR8 Redback
Oh,
Ford.
Look at him go.
classic debate. Which Ford won?
Yeah.
Holden no longer a company.
They're not.
Who would have thought we'd see the end of that debate?
You can barely find them on Google Images,
Yeah.
but you
Dude.
might find them like on the side of the road in fucking Coolaroo or something.
I would say I'm famously not a car guy, but my uncle drove V8s when I was a kid and is like, I didn't know this was like a cool thing until I became like a early teenager. He was like coming up pretty hot through the V8 ranks and then got injured and he was blinded in one eye, so he couldn't drive anymore. Shit. But in the period that he was like coming up, he was like really good friends with Mark Scaife. And so there was this whole like thing in my family that my uncle was like friends with at the time, was like, you know, the most famous V8 driver in Australia.
That's
kind of
hot shit.
Yeah. And so we would get to go, because Canberra had a V8 race when I was growing up, and it was the GMC 400, and it was shaped like a power drill. The track was just a power drill.
That's sick.
Just around the Canberra. And I mean, someone can probably correct me if I'm wrong on that one, but we used to go that for free, and as a kid, when I couldn't care less about this stuff. And then I went there and it was like loud as hell, just getting free swag bags because my uncle kind of knew people. And I was like, yeah, I don't know, Holden's pretty cool, I guess.
Kind of famous and shit.
But I didn't even know what he had, but I mean, he still has it, but he still has like the race car from the V8 from the 80s. And I think that thing's worth like an absolute shit ton of money, and it just sits in his house in Canberra.
Well, every now and then I had a VT Commodore S-Pack for a while. And
Been sitting over there all quiet and
Yeah.
just mentioning that little gem.
and I do regret selling that now. I mean, I definitely didn't look after it. and it definitely had a lot of stone chips from me doing burnouts in gravel, which not good for your Duco.
But, you know, recently had a Volkswagen Golf stolen.
Yeah. Well, it's things come and go. No, there's a lot of chat about if I did set it up. I think I said it on a couple of episodes ago. My housemate sat me down and was like, "You can tell us. Did you tee it up?" Because I was overseas when it happened. So
How convenient.
The perfect crime.
the second part of that question was about merch and which band has the.
Well, that was when the question was asked. Was the question who's got the best merch game? As in, who owns the best merch, or what band has the best merch?
Or any Grail pieces.
Yeah. So I mean, I'd say this is relatively objective, but I would say like at the moment, I mean, the band Speed can't make a shirt without selling 4 million of them. So
They could do anything.
they could, print a dog shit on a shirt and then it'd go.
Have a dog shit on it.
Yeah.
One of one.
I mean, I always, I mean, for hardcore bands, I don't really know. I mean, like metal bands, the problem that I find right now is that like when I was a kid, what I thought was a cool shirt, now I like could not ever stand to wear. So now all the bands that I love, and I'm like pretty open about saying this, like I just buy bootleg merch of bands that I love because people who make bootlegs are like modern people who know what clothes should look like. So like every like cool typo negative thing I have is like definitely a bootleg. And recently I've started seeing like big old metal bands start getting good merch. And I've been talking to some people about it and they're like, they're literally employing the people who make bootlegs because they're like, how are you selling 500 shirts and we can't move this piece of shit cover art square? Like, come do some shit for us. So I've seen my friends in Harm's Way are touring with Carcass at the moment, and Carcass have like cool merch for the first time in forever. And I messaged them the other day and I was like, you got to get me some of this merch.
Carcass hat.
I got to get some dope shit right now.
What about for you guys? What any Grail pieces or anything that you?
I have my brother. My brother gave me this Taking Back Sunday hoodie.
Sick.
Behind me that he got from like when they played in Melbourne back in like 2005 or 4 or whatever. And he bestowed it upon me many years ago because like growing up, like we listened to like the same
Yeah.
and I loved him when he gave it to me. It was like it was like the most sentimental item I have. So like every time I'm doing like something, like if I'm playing a show or whatever, I'll wear it like or whatever.
That's great.
Got I brought along today, you know.
Yeah.
For the sentimentality. So that's my like.
That's your big one.
But I'm not really like oh, they did this shirt in this year, like I
gotta have it.
One. I'm not like, and I don't like spending that much money on clothes.
No.
I'm just a serious like bargainer.
Yeah.
I'm on eBay like lowballing every motherfucker. You would not believe.
Good stuff.
What about you?
I don't think. Do I have any merch?
Yeah, you're just a well-dressed man. I can see.
Got his Fred Perry.
Yeah.
His polo.
I'm quite jealous of Zamet's
Sepultura shirt.
Yeah, he's got an OG Arise shirt.
Oh, sick.
That I saw him in that. I was like, how can I take you down?
I gotta have this.
From it, he's a concreter. He'd have me in like 10 seconds. But yeah, I reckon that's
the one.
That's so cool.
He was moshing with it on as well. And I was like, damn.
That's a risky move, man.
Shit.
Meant to be worn.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. Well, I definitely have a lot of merch that I love that I don't fit into anymore.
Yeah, perfect.
A lot of I had like I've still got this yellow Extortion, the original Sick t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
That there's like bright yellow.
The spew shirt.
The spew shirt, which will never fit back into. Who am I kidding? And I mean, I've only ever bought doubles of one bit of merch, which was the Mind Snare Gasman shirt, one of which is on the back of a jacket now. That's the beauty of it. Like that was like the one design I was like, that's going on the back of a jacket.
Yeah, perfect square.
Perfect square. very confused at the lady at the tailoring shop about what she wanted me to do. I was like, yeah, you put it on the jacket. But that's probably it. And then I'm real tempted by the bootleg shit now because that's cool as hell.
It rules my life. Otherwise, I have a very big collection of I Hate God shirts. It's the only thing I in my entire life have ever collected.
How many are we talking?
I think
3.
Yeah, huge. No, I think now I have 90.
Holy shit!
Yeah, something like that.
You can start your own web store, or
I could. I for a little while did a little Instagram where I was like uploading them all, but then after like a month of doing it, I was like, I haven't even scratched the surface of this fucking tub.
That's crazy.
And I buy like anything I see, I buy basically.
but deal with people lowballing you, like me.
People ask me, my thing. So I have another thing is that like I hate wearing stuff after it gets like a little bit gross, so I just turf it. And people are like, oh, you could sell that, and I'm like, this is disgusting. I'm not selling this. And then so the I Hate God ones will get like a year worth of wear, and then they're just folded up and put in a tub, basically. But I have every I Hate God shirt that I would ever want. Like all the cool ones from the 90s, I have either a 90s one or a repress one. So I've got all my Grail pieces.
Yeah, I think I've maybe bought a handful of shirts like secondhand.
Yeah.
But probably not for a long time. And I've sold a lot of, like I sold like a thrashed Miles Away 2007 hardcore hoodie.
Yeah.
I was like ex-girlfriends of mine were wearing that thing. Like I was like,
Gotta get rid of this.
whoever bought it, sorry. Like I mean, I did wash it, but the things I did in that thing.
I think the only thing for me that I've never really thought of that obviously happens when you play in bands, like you just get given a lot of shirts from trading with people and
definitely
mucking around or whatever. And then like there's been some that I've got that have ended up being like really rare. And then I've seen people buy them and I've either like worn them to death and just turfed them or put them in a cupboard in a box and I don't know where they are. And then there's some that like now when bands like come around and get cool again and you see people like buying this stuff, I'm like, fuck, I should have held onto that. Like same thing, like having so much old Miles Away stuff, old No Apology stuff. And then even like more recent thing, like having a bunch of Twitching Tongue stuff and people like, love them again now. And that's great. But like I had all the like stuff and people like trying to buy these shirts. I'm like, fuck, I should have held onto that thing or just not worn it to death for 5 years.
Well, when a band comes back that you were like holding on to, you're like the hardcore stock market. You're taking this away. Then they start printing merch again. You're like, what the fuck?
it's coming down.
But I don't think Jungle Fever are going to print any merch again. No. I got that shirt. Maybe I'll chuck that up. That's got
the last quick Jungle Fever story. The last show, one of the last like outright shows I played in Adelaide when I was in the band. Gabe was just about to move overseas and he brought just tubs and tubs of old Jungle Fever merch to the show. I was just like, everything in the bucket's $5, and he made more money than all the bands that played the show. We got one more pipe.
Oh, we got one more pipe. This one is from Brendan.
Hello, Brendan from Brisbane again here.
Oh, Pip.
I was just wondering, of all the members in Horsepower, whose car has the most horsepower?
Man, left us hanging with that cough.
None of us. Nah.
It actually might be you these days, Derm.
It could be. And I'm hitting like 60 Ks per 20 seconds. It's not looking.
It's hard around here too. Trams and
exactly.
The Mighty Series 2
Yeah.
AU.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Nah, it's not looking good. It's a bit grim. Yeah. It's got like a 90s Camry.
So reliable, so slow.
That's it. It's all about reliability.
Yeah. My Mazda 3 rocks.
Great car.
Yeah. No, I would say I couldn't tell you. Don't know what the horsepower is.
No idea. I knew like with a band called Horsepower, I knew the pipe would have been inundated with some sort of car related things.
And I'm here for it.
I don't know how much horsepower the bus has. It's a beast.
probably should
It's
find
probably the most.
The high ace 52 seater.
90 people on there. Not one of them's paying.
Oh, if you pay for the pass, it's something.
Yeah.
I felt like the biggest dickhead touching on the first day. I had this hire car that I had to give back, getting the bus the first day. People were like annoyed that I was touching on the driver, not even looking at me.
What are you doing?
Get the fuck on. So record or EP comes out Friday 25th.
Yeah.
And who'd you record it with?
Your mate,
Oh, yeah?
Jason Fuller.
Oh,
The man himself.
my mate.
The man himself.
One of the great Jason Fullers.
One of the many. One of the many.
No, that rocks.
Yeah. He was a lot of fun to record with.
Yeah.
He's a
Awesome.
funny guy.
So
Yeah.
funny.
He's got some good stories, some wild ones.
I think he is episode 2 of the Oblivious Maximus
Yeah.
podcast. He actually taught me how to use the mastering function on GarageBand for the purpose of putting up the episode with him on. He was like, "Hey, the last one was really quiet. Can I just show you how to do that real quick?"
That's awesome.
A priceless guest.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're not
Thank you.
cranking this like every other podcast, you got Jason Fuller to thank.
Yeah, exactly. Thanks, Fuzz.
Yeah. He did all the tracking, and then we sent it to Elliot Chameleon. He did all
cool.
the mixing, mastering, and stuff.
Nice.
So we thought, kind of get best of both worlds in a way.
Yeah.
Nice.
I feel like Jason obviously does a lot of like punk and metal
Yeah.
stuff. So a bit like, I guess lack of a better word, raw in that sense.
Yeah, 100%.
And then Elliot's obviously got that,
Tightens it up.
Yeah, tightens it up and more of a modern sound.
Yep.
And stuff. And I feel like it's kind of, kind of captured that in a good way. Except for when you listen to the Dropbox version and like the quality is incredible, and you listen on Spotify and you just
Sounds like dog shit.
Sounds like dog shit.
It's
crazy.
It's truly crazy, the comparison between Spotify. I'm happy to talk shit on Spotify because the podcast was down for like a week. So fuck you. And also they've changed that streaming rule, so now I'm going to make even less money.
Demonetized.
But the difference between listening to music on Spotify and listening to Apple Music is crazy.
It's
like
crazy.
how you are listening to like the most downstream version of it you can get.
Oh, it's
And
generally
you can
terrible.
even set Spotify now to be like HD.
Yeah, the highest, and it's
still bad.
It's still bad.
Why would they make it an option to be way worse? It just doesn't make any sense.
know.
It's all about streaming numbers. So they're like, as far as I understand, the lowest quality they can make it, it means that like Spotify can still work when you got like 1 bar of juice.
Yeah.
Whereas Apple Music, like if you
Ain't
got
working.
if you're driving to Canberra, it's out
gone.
for half the trip.
Yeah, true. So my girlfriend like, rocks up to the house. She's rocking Apple Music. You put your headphones on. You're like, this is actually incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not for me. Not for me.
I want to listen to dog shit, me, personally.
Incredible quality.
An evil business. It's a beautiful thing. I've got a chokehold on me.
The Lair and New Ethic are like helping you guys put this out. How's that all working?
I mean, we've been with Jimmy and New Ethic for for a long time now. And he was just a mate that we met like early days. Back when we first like started meeting people, me and him and a bunch of other mates, we went to Back on the Map, and
cool.
after that we just kind of became mates. And then later down the line, the Lair, they were just keen on doing something with us as well. And like I said, like those guys kind of pushed me into the direction of like all the shows and stuff that were happening in Australia and Melbourne for that matter. And so that's kind of how we teed it up, and it kind of just seemed like the obvious choice. Like they've done an unbelievable amount of releases and like an unbelievable amount of shows. I remember when we did like we did a little like reissue thing of our demo on tape and just did a show for the sake of it. And Michael, he was like, this is like our 200th and something show that we've put on. It's like that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Well, I think
awesome stuff.
that Joy Winners Circle thing. I think I played a show in Adelaide and Joy played it, and they were like, "Oh, it's like Lair 100 and something whatever," and I was like, "Fucking hell!"
I think ours was 117.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's crazy. They've just been doing it for so long, and like now that we've been like booking the tour with them and stuff, they've been like so valuable and so helpful. Like,
Yeah,
in
sick.
every
That's
way.
awesome.
It's been awesome because I know so many other people like in all
Yeah.
the states and stuff. It's just super easy to get around and get it all done with them. And
Nice.
we meet in a laundromat. It's our secret little
Oh.
our meeting place, the office.
we keep
cool.
going back there. It's just so shit. It's like,
Where's the laundromat?
It's next to like
secret,
this. Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, can't give that away. People might come in and see a meeting happening.
I know. We were just like they were at the cafe, Pickles, and then just like next door's the laundromat. And we started there, and it was like, we'll just keep coming back to this.
Yeah, we got to get meet you at the laundromat.
but all the seats are in a row along the bench, so you can't. There's like you just got to sit in a line. which
Someone's got to
sucks.
lean like
Someone's
forward to
Or you're
talk.
standing, or I'm sitting on Derm's lap.
Well, they do say some of the best conversations are had in cars because you're both facing forward. So at the laundromat, that's perfect. You're
Yeah,
all,
no eye contact.
yeah. We can be honest. Awesome. Well, thank you both for coming in. Really
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Anytime.
Sick chatting to you,
Thanks for having
and
us.
good luck with the release. Check it out.
Yeah. As I said before, listen to it, go online. This comes out right before it. Go check it out.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Amazing.
Bye.
Boys.